In April 2023, I joined an all-woman camping trip at a nearly wild camping campsite in Wales. It's technically not wild camping since we each paid a tenner to pitch there, but it was definitely a wild camping experience as there was no check-in reception or anything like that, and no facilities aside from one makeshift toilet shack on the land, so really it was just us and the woods.
Once again, welcome aboard this Transport for Wales service to Cardiff Central, Bonadar.
So that morning, Cameron gave me a lift to the station, and I caught my train to the nearest station to the campsite, Abergavenny. My plan was just to trek to the camping grounds, which was a good 4.5 mile walk. I could have got a taxi or even had a lift from one of the girls who drove there, but I thought it would be nice to get a little hike in and get my legs ready for a hike up Sugarloaf the next day. And here as I'm showing you, or trying to, as it just wouldn't focus, I was currently on a section of the Beacons Way, which was a long distance hike in the area. And this, by the way, is the hike app that I'm using, which you can actually get 50% off a year's subscription with my code TinyPineDesigns50. I arrived at Crowfields, the nearly wild camping ground and woodland. I met the other girls and pitched my tent on a nice flat spot not too far from the camp. The purpose of this trip was just a sort of short camping getaway to meet new people, practice bushcrafting and general camping activities such as campfire building, which was permitted on sensibly prepared ground, which we did, and cooking over the fire. This trip was arranged through the Facebook group Might Be Lost Women in the Outdoors, and it's a perfect place for like-minded and outdoorsy women to chat and get together and just to thrive in nature. Once my tent was up, I took a few minutes just to enjoy the peace, listening to the sounds of the woodland, seeing the glorious spring sunshine flitter between branches of the coniferous trees, the smell of the earth, the pine, and the sweet, soft decay of the forest floor, totally immersing myself in my surroundings from within the comfort of my own little tent. Once everyone was pitched up and settled, we explored the woods together and the nearby small holding where we met the sweetest farm cat, chickens and sheep. The cat was so friendly and actually followed us back to camp and chilled out with us for a little while.
There's more in the corner.
Hello. Oh my god. You are so cute. Hi, how's it going? Oh, he's tiny. We got one at the thingy where I'm just flew from. Where's that home? It's good.
Little tubings.
Come on, come on with us. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god.
And how much are they? Because that looks
Perfect.
that looks perfect for my. Oh, about bringing pizza.
Oh yeah, you're on mallow.
Do you know want some biscuits and some?
I've got. Oh no, I did have biscuit.
Hereford's there.
Yeah.
And we are there.
As evening was approaching, we built and lit the campfire that will keep us nice and toasty for the rest of the night. And this is the makeshift compost and toilet shack, sort of like Shrek's loo, which was very rustic.
Yeah, she's there. Right there.
The woman who organised this trip brought a cast iron Dutch oven to cook our food in over the fire, so in preparation for this I brought some pizza dough, buffalo mozzarella, fresh basil and rocket, as well as my own homemade tomato sauce which was full of herbs, spices, peppers, onions, garlic, to make the tastiest campfire pizza.
I've got some butter if you want it. Bring it down to small amounts, so I do have to do small amounts when I try and cut stuff.
I know. Should be the way.
Wow.
This is the way.
It's starting to feel like it's a snack.
You don't want to look mine.
Yours isn't insulated enough.
Isn't?
I want
What
it
is?
isn't.
Before the sky went dark, I took a stroll to the top of the woodland to catch some views of this small pocket of Welsh countryside, which of course included the sheep. Once I returned to camp, we chatted around the fire for hours and roasted some leftover pizza dough on the ends of sticks which was actually pretty tasty.
We've had that one before. That's still open as well. Yeah,
no, that gave me, that was like new fear unlocked. Great. I thought they were cute, fluffy things and all.
Still got some uses left. That was the idea when I did that. It's like a salsa, isn't it?
And the little weird mushrooms cooking away.
You hear any dolphins squealing in the night?
Oh.
What are you planning on doing? You have to imagine tea.
Like, I agree. So,
Yeah.
like,
After putting out the fire, we went on one last woodland walk up to the top of the land, where we'd see silhouetted hills and sleeping sheep and the distant twinkling lights of homes in the valley below. The next morning we made breakfast before packing everything away, leaving no trace, which is very important, and headed into Abergavenny to meet up with some more women from the Might Be Lost group to all hike up Sugarloaf together.
I'm an imposter.
17. For me to kind of do it on my own, so it's nice.
Our group was a little bigger now that a few more women had joined us for the Sugarloaf hike. We trekked through mossy woodlands of twisted trees with leaves crunching beneath our feet, and through open fields and along a river as we made our way up from the base of the hill, where we met some cute horses, sheep and lambs.
Don't worry.
Sugarloaf is an iconic peak of the South Wales skyline, with its distinctive point easily spotted and recognised from the horizon. The hike itself is moderately challenging once you reach the steep incline of the point, all made so worth it by the views and the lovely surprise of encountering wild ponies on the route. At 596 metres high, Sugarloaf offers expansive panoramic views across South Wales, the Brecon Beacons and into southwest England and through to the Cotswolds on a clear day. We reached the top and it was windy but so beautiful even on this overcast day, and I'll just let the view speak for itself. On our way back down, we look back to the peak of Sugarloaf, to where we'd been not minutes prior, now shrouded in cloud, so I think we timed it quite well.
I'm not even in as much.
foxglove and a hobbit tree. Then I've had a lot of fun after that I now need to deal with.
After encountering plenty of interesting trees, plants, flowers, more wild horses, plenty of sheep, old stone buildings and old watermills, we reached the town of Abergavenny, where we then stopped for a pint at the King's Arms before all going our separate ways and heading home.